Hello everybody, this is Sumin and welcome to my office. You see there are 2 extra laptops over there. That's actually James. He's working from home tomorrow, but most of the time this is my office because I'm home-based. For those of you who don't know, I am a digital marketer. My full job title is Junior Digital Marketing Executive, which means I am basically learning new things every day at work. But learning a new thing wasn't actually an issue for me because it's skill. When you get used to it, you're just gonna get used to it. I was actually worried about my English, not my fluency, but the business English. I actually was very worried about my English before I joined this corporate world. If you are interested in digital marketing, please let me know. Maybe leave a comment down below so I can make a video out of it. But in today's video, I'm going to be talking about a very special book. I never thought I would recommend a book to anybody, especially English learning book. Personally, I use this as like dictionary. This book has been sitting on my desk. Enough with the chit chat, I'm just gonna show you the book. This is the book. Is it focused? So I'm just gonna quickly go through what's inside. The blue tag here, that's for me. Whenever I write emails or like a proper message to my coworker, I want to make sure that I use the right expressions. And the purple texts are actually for you. The reason why I think this book is going to be super helpful is because they're giving you the actual email templates that corporate people use, and there is Korean translation right next to it. So if you want to make some tweaks here and there, you can just compare the English version and Korean version. Or you can just use the template itself. Let me go back to the parts that I always go back. This is my favorite parts actually. They are giving you very useful expressions for a very specific situation. I was really surprised because these are what my coworker always use. This is another part that I wanted to mention. You're gonna feel language barrier, not because your English isn't good enough, but because of cultural difference. New cultures, cultural differences is something that you can't really learn overnight. The way you understand new culture, try to fit in another culture, is to get some insight. And I personally think this book is very insightful. As I said earlier, I'm a junior, which means I have to write a lot of emails just to make sure if I'm doing right, if I'm on the right path. But sometimes I sound like a robot in my emails because I use the same expressions and same words over and over again. This book has been really helpful for me because English is not my first language. So sometimes I just can't tell if I'm being rude or not. When you just translate English directly in Korean, sometimes it just doesn't make sense. Even if you know all the vocabulary in that sentence, you just don't know what they're talking about. Especially at work, you think too much. Or is it just me? And the reason why I want to call this as dictionary rather than a book is because they literally translate all the corporate language in a much more easier way. Especially if you're interested in digital marketing, this book is going to save your life. Either you are looking for a job in digital marketing industry or currently working for a digital marketing agency. It's so helpful. I personally recommend this book for those of you who are doing job hunting. I recently finished job hunting 3 months ago. I was having a very hard time during the interviews because they were using specific keywords and I had to find out what they were. But genuinely, this book contains all the keywords that you want to use during the interviews. Sometimes, especially during job interviews, you need to fake it till you make it. And I genuinely think this book is gonna help you to fake it. There are 3 types of group who find this book very useful. A, if you want to know what it's like to work at a corporate job, then just read through this book. With corporate jobs, you just don't know until you actually experience it. But this book is written on experience So you're gonna get the vibe. You're gonna understand what it's like to work with a company. B, if you're not too confident about your English, but you are working at a company where everybody speaks English, then just copy and paste these expressions in your emails, video calls, or messengers. C, if your English is decent enough and have no problem talking to people, this is even better. You can make some tweaks here and there and use the expression in your own way. That's what I'm doing with this book. I capture certain expressions or vocabulary from this book and just use in my language, if you know what I mean. And at the end, you're gonna have better and wider range of vocabulary in your brain. Okay, I'm being talkative again. I'm gonna stop talking. If you wanna know more about this book, I'm gonna put the link down below. I actually uploaded a post on my blog earlier, so if you wanna know more about it, then check out my blog too.